Hey y'all, my name is Summer and welcome to Summertime Tarot. This is a love reading for the sign of Sagittarius for March 2020. So to start off with, I'm going to pull a card, to see the energy that's surrounding you when it comes to romantic love for the month of March. Then I'm going to go ahead and, dive into, what's going on with the single folks, the dating folks, the coupled folks, and then to finish things off, I'm going to pull some spirit messages cards for some advice for you for the month. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so what's going on for Sagittarius for the month of March 2020 when it comes to romantic love? Okay. Thank you kindly. So we have here listening to wisdom. When I see this card, I always think about that Proud Family episode where they're singing, the rumor song. So it could be like when it comes to love. So I'm seeing this kind of multiple ways. It could be like there's this part of you that's kind of been whispering in your ear, trying to let you know something about love, like what direction to move in, but also I kind of get the sense with this card of like other people kind of coming in and telling you things about yourself or about your partner, and needing to be able to discern what messages are for you and what aren't, what's truth and what's not. Needing to listen to your own inner wisdom when it comes to making decisions about your heart and about love, right? Needing to be able to trust your own inner guidance, trust the divine to guide you, but also needing to move in the direction that feels right for you. But let's go ahead and see what's going on. Okay. But like I have to say, if like, because I was saying, you could be hearing rumors about if you're in a relationship, you might be hearing rumors about your partner, but it's like needing to be able to discern, like what I was saying, needing to be able to decide for yourself what's truth and what's not getting caught up in what other people are saying, what other people are telling you about yourself, about your relationship, right? But needing to listen to your own inner guidance and trust your own intuition. Okay. right, so for the single folks, we have the distorted masculine. Wow, that's been coming out a lot. That's crazy. Okay. For the dating folks, we have life purpose. And for the coupled folks, we have reparenting yourself. All right. So with this distorted masculine, and with this listening wisdom, it's almost like I'm kind of getting this as like being, because the colors are directing me to this clock. It could be that you're kind of feeling like you need to listen to others when it comes to, you know, I have to say it, like your what's it called? Biological clock. Right? You could be feeling pushed. You could be feeling like, oh, I have to do this. Or, you know, because this is the distorted masculine, you could be feeling like your time is running out when it comes to love. And it could be feeling like that's what your reality is showing you. That's what, you know, the world is saying to you. Feeling like you're kind of left out when it comes to love, feeling like you'll never be able to get there, you'll never be able to have, you know, that kind of picket fence kind of romance where you have, you know, 2.5 kids and a dog, you know what I mean? So maybe even like feeling very rushed, feeling like trapped in a sense in this kind of loveless world. But like needing to really connect with yourself and be honest with yourself about, you know, where you are and where it is you want to go, but also trusting in your own kind of inner guidance, right? Do you even want to, you know, pursue love? Or are you just going in that direction because you feel like that's, you know, what you're supposed to do at this time? Really needing to be honest about that with yourself. And if you do want love, you know, why are you pursuing love? Are you pursuing love because you feel like it'll make you whole? Really needing to be honest with yourself about why you want love, what it is you're doing that may be kind of halting your progress towards that love. Right? Because with the distorted masculine, I get like a very lack mentality kind of energy, where you're kind of like not even wanting to do something, like out of fear of not being enough, out of fear of not knowing what to do, out of fear that it's never going to work out for you. And it's like time for you to really like, because I feel like it could be that with this distorted masculine, you're kind of perceiving it as this is the reality. This is what, you know, is the truth. But in reality, it's like it's not the truth. And it's time for you to really kind of see the truth underneath that kind of foggy kind of veiled truth that you've kind of accepted. Like what is it that's making you feel like you're not enough? What is it that's making you feel like you'll never have that love? Really needed to be honest with yourself about that and to kind of see the truth underneath it all, right? With the sun, like needing to see clearly what it is that you want and what's stopping you from getting it, right? But then for the dating folks, we have life purpose. So I feel like with this life purpose card, it's like it could be that you're when it comes to romantic love, that your life purpose is actually what you need to be focusing on at this time, instead of, you know, well, maybe not instead of, but I feel like your life purpose may actually lead you towards, you know, the love that it is that you want, and really needing to connect to who you are and what it is that you want out of life, And that will actually, I feel like, elevate you into a space and in a mind frame that'll allow this love that you want in more easily, right? Needing to, focus your attention not just on romantic love, but, loving yourself, loving the world, loving your existence. And also, because we have purple here, needing to connect with the divine to really like guide you in the direction of, what you should be doing at this time, who you should be connecting with, right? And then for the couple folks, we have reparenting yourself. So with this, I really get a sense that, there could be some kind of childhood traumas that could be being triggered by your relationship with your partner. And it could be causing you to kind of question that person, right? Almost like, well, I'm kind of getting it like you could be seeing your partner do things that, one of your parents did that kind of made you feel, less than, or kind of caused you some kind of trauma in childhood. And it's kind of, bringing up those kind of past fears and pains that, in this month need to really be dealt with, so that you can, if, this relationship is what you want to do, so that you can heal through this and work through this in your relationship. But not looking towards your partner for that, really focusing on doing that for yourself, reparenting yourself, loving on yourself, treating yourself, as a mother and a father would, right? So what is it, that you would have liked your parents to do? How is it that you would have liked them to act? What are the things that, they did wrong, and how can you correct that in your relationship with yourself, so that you can show up better in your romantic relationship, right? But also, if you have children, with your children, because you can be repeating the same kind of actions and behaviors as your parents, just maybe in a different, fashion, needing to kind of heal that, so you're not kind of repeating these same kind of dysfunctions within your relationships and in your parenting style, right? But let's go ahead and get some clarification. Okay. Whoop. Right. On the bottom of the deck, we have here Ace of Cups. Yeah. I get this as really, connecting with your intuition, but also listening to like your emotions. What are your emotions telling you, right? But with that, I should say, like, not being overwhelmed or swayed by your emotions, but really listening to them and kind of seeing what's underneath the surface, what's causing this emotion, what, fear may be coming up for me at this time, what do I want in the long run, and how am I in alignment or disalignment with that desire, right? And really listening to your own wisdom. But also it could be like, needing to listen to, a trusted elder or a trusted professional, in a sense. Really needing to kind of like allow your emotions to kind of spill out, not being afraid of being vulnerable, not being afraid of, speaking your truth and letting the truth come out of you. talking about your emotions, listening to, your own truth and voicing it at the same time. But let's see. So for the single folks, we have 9 of Pentacles and the 5 of Pentacles. For the dating folks, we have the Empress and the 2 of Pentacles. And for the coupled folks, we have 4 of Swords and the Magician. All right. So with this 9 of Pentacles and the 5 of Pentacles, it's like I was saying, like feeling unworthy with this 5 of Pentacles, feeling like you can't have what it is you want. And with this 9 of Pentacles, it's like needing to focus on rebuilding yourself, rebuilding your image of yourself, and rebuilding up your idea of yourself in a romantic relationship. Like needing to not like what's coming to my mind is not depend on others to build you up, but focusing in the month of March on, what is it that, you may focusing on what part of yourself you feel like you're lacking in. What aspect of yourself, what aspect of your life do you feel like, you're not good enough in, and working on building that part of you up so that you do feel stable, you do feel sound within yourself, so that you can move in a more healthy way in relationships, both with yourself and with others, right? But it starts with your own self-image, with your own identity, with your own connection to reality, how you're seeing yourself, how you're seeing your life, needing to be good to yourself and really work on anything that's any kind of mental and emotional blocks that are keeping you kind of stuck in a lack mentality. Really seeing your self-worth, really focusing on building that up and not getting stuck in like this kind of I'm not worthy kind of energy, right? And kind of seeing where this kind of lack mentality, this I'm not worthy of love energy, what it stems from, really going deeper, not just focusing on the surface, but where in your past was the first time that you felt, oh, I'm not good enough. What was the cause of that, and how, are you continuing that kind of cycle within your life? What's happening, or what are you doing that's kind of keeping you stuck in that kind of distorted reality, that kind of distorted vision of yourself, right? And then for the dating folks, we have the Empress and the 2 of Pentacles. So with this Empress, like you're really at a space where I feel like you're focusing on nurturing yourself, focusing on learning yourself I feel like with this 2 of Pentacles, understanding, what works for you, what doesn't, what you want, what you don't want, what fits in your life, what doesn't. But also I kind of get like a sense of like finding your match with the 2 of Pentacles. What energy or what thing is kind of being drawn to you. And I feel like with this Empress, needing to really focus on elevating yourself so that what you're attracting matches your vibe, right? Not pulling in kind of low vibrational energies, but really elevating yourself so that you can find something that is in alignment with you on multiple levels, not just, romantically, but emotionally, spiritually, mentally, right? Doing your due diligence to let go of anything that's not in alignment with you or where you see yourself going in the future, right? So if you are dating folks, like being honest about, what you want, not being, afraid to be your true self when you meet folks, not being afraid to shine your light when you meet folks, right? Not hiding behind an idea of who you think you are or who people think you are, but being your true self so that you can elevate and move towards and attract a person that is in alignment with you, that wants the same things that you want, that has the same, I'm feeling like has similar callings as you. Maybe not, they do say opposite attract, but at the same time, like needing to find someone on your level is kind of what I'm picking up. But being honest about, what's right for you, what isn't, right? And not being afraid to let go of things that aren't adding to, your life, that aren't adding to your value, that may be taking away, that may be, kind of slowing down your progress and towards your goals, right? And then with the coupled folks, we have the Four of Swords and the Magician. So really needing to kind of heal your idea of with the Magician, like your capabilities, what you're able to create, what you're able to manifest, right? Because I feel like with this reparenting yourself, you could be in a space where you're feeling like, attached to an idea or an old reality, something like with this distorted masculine, right? Because you guys are, I feel like you're kind of connected. So like it could be that you're feeling like less than, you're feeling like kind of a lack mentality, like you're not good enough, and really needing to heal that and like take back your power with this Magician to know that you are, worthy of the things that you desire and that you are capable of creating the reality that you desire, right? But that all starts with that inner child, like they say, like how you feel within, right? The things unsaid, like with this listening to wisdom, what is it that you're, what are those voices saying to you, right? And needing to kind of correct them, and to, if they are, very, negative or making you feel kind of bummed out or beat down, really needing to heal any aspect of yourself that's like afraid to be loved and to give love, right? Because I feel like that inner part of you, even though you may not, it could be like you've tried to work through it, but at the same time I feel like it's kind of coming back up in different ways because it's not fully healed, and it's like manifesting itself in different ways in your relationships, but most importantly with your relationship to yourself. Because I'm like getting like maybe you're kind of maybe you might be dealing with like weight issues, or maybe you're having sleeping problems, or maybe you're having problems being intimate with your partner, and it's like, needing to get to the root of what's causing that, right? And not feel like it's just you can't do anything about it, because you can, right? Really needing to take back your power when it comes to your life and when it comes to love, right? And that starts with how you treat yourself, how you talk to yourself, and also how you listen to yourself. Are you listening to yourself? Because when those kind of things come up, when you are kind of beating yourself up for like eating bad stuff, or feeling kind of not pretty or not handsome, that is like your inner voice's way of trying to get you to know that something is wrong, right? And so if you're not listening to that, you're kind of pushing it to the side. You're kind of, you know, not listening to yourself, and you're kind of manifesting this kind of repeated cycle, right? So it's a need to kind of heal that within so that it's not coming up in different ways, right? Well, let's go ahead and pull some spirit messages cards for advice. So we have give back. Today is the day to get to I'm sorry. Today is the day to cast aside normal routines and make your main purpose to serve. It is about giving back without any thoughts or expectation of getting anything in return. Reach out and touch other people's spirits as it's highly likely that someone really needs it today. Okay. Let's see what else comes out. Right. So we have here soul solitude. Your soul needs attention. There are moments when it's important to get away, not just from the noise of the outside world, but to find a place where your soul can experience peace and quiet, a place for soul solitude. This is a time to pause, a time to reflect, a time for you. Yeah. Then we have let go. Oops, sorry. Okay. Once you let go of the outcome, you'll be able to release all the emotional constraints that have held you back in the past. Trust in the higher good and guidance of spirit, as we have only your best intentions at heart and will do everything in our power to protect you. Then we have synchronicity. Are you noticing the signs of synchronicity that the spirit world has been sending to you at this time? People and situations in your life are not just appearing by coincidence. In reality, they're being guided to you from the spirit world to help you for a specific reason. And then ancestral wisdom. We are the ancestors and we love you. We walked the earth many years before you. We asked you at this poignant time to learn and grow from our past experiences. You are our legacy, and we will keep on helping you as we continue to evolve here in the spirit world. Yeah, and with this card, I always get like what's it called? I hate this term. Well, I don't hate it, but it makes me a little weary. Generational curses, right? With this reparenting yourself, like it could be, but also with this distorted masculine, right? Because it kind of, with these, all of these, just for all of you guys, the single, the dating, and the couple folks, with this ancestral wisdom, I feel like for the month of March, when it comes to romantic love, it's a time for you to kind of deal with these kind of generational curses when it comes to romantic love. Like with the distorted masculine, that usually, in my opinion, stems from some kind of, you know, it stems from your childhood, basically. Also with the reparenting yourself, right? Also with life purpose, you know, it's kind of stemming from emotional wounds, emotional, you know, experiences that happened in your childhood that are kind of repeating themselves in your adulthood, or, you know, your young adulthood, right? That's kind of surfacing so that you can deal with it. And like, oftentimes we get kind of stuck in this kind of cycle of just reliving the same thing over and over. And I feel like for the month of March, it's a time for you guys to kind of face those wounds and kind of redirect the course when it comes to, you know, generational curses. You know, what are you doing that's kind of reminding you of maybe, you know, what your parents did, or what you saw them doing, what you saw, you know, what you see people, your peers doing, that you kind of feel are, with this listening to wisdom, like you're kind of guided to do something different, because you feel like, hey, this isn't, you know, this isn't what I feel like is right for me. This isn't making me feel good, right? It's kind of causing kind of like anxiety, or like sad feelings, right? So yeah, I just felt like I had to say that, like really focusing on kind of breaking those curses, kind of doing things that, you know, taking your power back, you know, realizing that this life isn't, you're not a victim of it. It's your creation, so you don't have to be stuck in this same cycle. You don't have to keep repeating, you know, the traumas and the wounds of the past, you know, from your parents and their parents. Like, it's, you have the ability to course correct, right? It's your life. You can change it. You know, I really want you guys to believe that and know that, and really take this month to really focus on bettering yourself, so that you're not, you know, recreating or reliving or redoing or continuing this kind of, you know, negative cycle in your family, but also that you're not creating your own, like focusing on, you know, bettering yourself so that you can, you know, be your best self, right? But that's all I have for you, Sagittarius. I hope this reading helped you in some way. Please let me know down in the comments how this resonated for you. If you liked it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you like to see more videos like this, you know, subscribe, please. You know, you feel me? And just thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you, and I hope to see you soon.